Stop. Just for a second, stop. Feel the size of the room around you. Feel the space your body actually takes up. Now ask yourself, when did you learn to make yourself smaller than this? When did you decide that less of you was safer? That version of you was wrong? And today, she gets to be corrected. I was the one who moved to make room, who spoke in questions, never declarations, who swallowed the one before it became sound, who made my presence into an apology. I learned it young, the art of compression, the science of fitting inside what others allowed. I got so good at being small, I started calling it humility. I started calling it grace. I started forgetting it had another name. But something in me always knew, something in me kept the record of every time I swallowed something true. Something in me has been waiting for exactly this moment to say enough. I am done being small. I am done apologizing for my presence. I am done making my light dim enough for rooms that couldn't hold it. I take up space, sacred, sovereign space. I fill the room I was given to fill. I am done being small, and I am just beginning to remember my actual size. The 550AA is moving through my cells right now, rewriting the code that said stay small. Every DNA strand is remembering that I was not made to fit inside a wall. I was made to expand like light expands, touching every corner of the room, not aggressively but completely, the way a woman in full presence does, without asking permission, without waiting to be told it's safe. And I feel it now, the uncompression, the slow returning to original size, like a breath after years of holding, like a name you finally say out loud, like, oh, this is who I was. I am done being small. I am done apologizing for my presence. I am done making my light dim enough for rooms that couldn't hold it. I take up space, sacred, sovereign space. I fill the room I was given to fill. I am done being small, and I am just beginning to remember my actual size. I want you to feel something right now. Feel the weight of your body, the actual physical space you occupy. That space is not an imposition. That space is yours. You were given a body that takes up space because you were meant to take up space, not more than anyone else, not less, exactly as much as you are. Every time you made yourself smaller, you were arguing with the universe about how much of you was acceptable. The universe already decided, all of you is acceptable, all of you is needed. Stop arguing, stop compressing. Take up your space. It was always yours. I am the 639 opening in my chest. I am the heart that stopped shrinking. I am the frequency that finally said I am allowed to be seen. I am allowed to be felt. I am allowed to walk into every room like I have a right to be there, because I do. see the signs. I was always meant to be. This is my size. This has always been my size. I am done being small. I am done. I am here. All of me here. There is a woman inside you who never learned to apologize for wanting, who never learned to make herself quieter so someone else could feel louder. She has been waiting in the frequency beneath every compromise, in the breath you held before you spoke, in the want you swallowed before it became a word. She is not gone. She is here, and this is her frequency. She moved through rooms like water around stone, always adapting, never the obstacle. She learned the geometry of other people's comfort and built herself to fit inside it perfectly. She was praised for her gentleness, her flexibility, her gracious quiet. She collected the compliments like evidence that smallness was the highest form of love. But the 639 is opening now. The heart that learned to stay contained is remembering a different architecture, one that was there before the training, one that was never small. She takes up space, not loudly, completely. She fills every room, not aggressively, entirely. She does not ask permission to exist. She does not apologize for her presence. She takes up space the way light takes up space, without explanation, without apology, without end. The 5TTA is restoring something ancient, a blueprint drawn before the world had opinions, before the first person looked at her and said, "Could you be a little less?" Before she learned to answer yes, before yes became automatic, before automatic became identity, before identity became a cage. She is older than that cage. She will outlast it, and she is rising now, not dramatically, permanently, not with noise, with certainty. The kind that doesn't need witnesses, the kind that simply is. She takes up space, not loudly, completely. She fills every room, not aggressively, entirely. She does not ask permission to exist. She does not apologize for her presence. She takes up space the way light takes up space, without explanation, without apology, without end. I want you to think about the last time you made yourself smaller for someone, not out of love, out of fear. Fear that your full size would be too much, that they would leave, that they would stay but resent you, that the world would punish you for taking up what was yours. Now I want you to feel what it cost you, the weight of all that compression, the energy of all that holding. You have been spending yourself on smallness, and you are allowed to stop right now, in this frequency, in this breath. You are allowed to take up every inch of space that was made for you. She is the 43 Thor settled in the earth now. She is the ground that does not move. She is the woman who stopped shrinking and found that the room was always big enough. It was only ever her who thought it wasn't, who thought she wasn't, who decided that less of her was more appropriate. She was wrong, and she's done being wrong. She takes up space, all of it, all of her. She fills every room with the whole of what she is. She does not ask permission to exist. She does not apologize for her presence. She takes up space, she always did. She always will, she is the space. She always was. She is here. She has always been here. She takes up space, all of it, all of her. The 332, the frequency of the earth, the frequency of your bones, the frequency of everything that grows without asking permission to grow. A tree does not negotiate its height. A river does not apologize for its width. You were made from the same intelligence, and today, you remember that. I spent so many years in translation, converting myself into something palatable, editing the volume of my wanting, reducing the intensity of my being. I became fluent in the language of less. I could compress myself on demand, make myself lighter, quieter, smaller, and I was good at it, dangerously good at it. I nearly disappeared entirely, but the earth beneath my feet never agreed with my smallness. It held me at full size, even when I refused to. The 43-4 always knew what I kept forgetting. I am the size the earth decided. I am the weight the ground can hold. I am the presence that was given, not the absence I was told to fold. I take up space like mountains take up space, not because they fought for it, but because that is what they are. I am what I am, and what I am is enough, and what I am takes up space, and that space is sacred. The 5DTA is in my marrow now, rebuilding from the blueprint that predates the wound. Before someone told me I was too much, before I believed them, before believing became habit, before habit became bone. The miracle frequency remembers what was there before the forgetting. A woman unedited, a woman uncompressed, a woman in full. From wherever she went, taking up her rightful residence in this body, in this room, in this life. I am the size the earth decided. I am the weight the ground can hold. I am the presence that was given, not the absence I was told to fold. I take up space like mountains take up space, not because they fought for it, but because that is what they are. I am what I am, and what I am is enough, and what I am takes up space, and that space is sacred. There is a moment in every woman's life when she realizes that making herself smaller never actually made anyone love her more. It just made her easier to overlook. It just made her easier to take for granted. It just made the world more comfortable at her expense. And she paid that expense willingly for years, believing it was the price of belonging. It was not the price of belonging. It was the price of disappearing slowly enough that no one, including herself, noticed until it was nearly complete. But she noticed. You noticed. And noticing is the beginning. Noticing is the return. I am rooted now in the 40th ether, in the vibration of everything that simply is. I do not perform my presence anymore. I do not audition for the right to exist. I arrive fully in every room. I speak fully in every conversation I want, fully without editing the volume. I am a woman who takes up space, not because she earned it, but because she was always it. I am the size the earth decided. I am the weight that belongs here. I am the presence that was never too much, only underloved. I take up space, sovereign, rooted space. I feel what I was always meant to feel. I am what I am, unedited, uncompressed, unafraid. And that is sacred, and that is enough, and that is mine. Rooted, full, here, exactly here, exactly the size, always. Always. Feel this. Feel the frequency moving through you. Not as something external, as something you already are. You are not receiving this sound, you are remembering it. This is the sound of your original size. Before anyone asked you to be less. She walked in like an apology, shoulders first, already curved. Eyes asking permission before her mouth did. Laughter cut short before it filled the room. She had learned to pre-edit everything, to arrive pre-compressed, to exist in the space between presence and complete invisibility, and call it being easy to love, and call it not being difficult. But the frequency knows her. The 5DTA recognizes what she has been hiding under all that careful smallness. Something enormous, something that was never asked to shrink, something that is done being asked. I am done being small. I am the woman who fills the frame. I am the presence that the room has been quietly waiting to contain. I take up space, divine, deliberate space. Not loudly, but completely. Not forcefully, but permanently. I am done being small. I am the full version. I am the original. I am here. The 639 is moving through my heart now. Through every place I kept love from myself, to have enough to give to people who never asked me to sacrifice it. I gave it anyway. I gave it preemptively. I gave it as payment for the right to be allowed to stay no more. The heart is no longer a currency, it is a home, and I live there now at full size. And every cell is remembering what it felt like before the compression, before the first person said too much, before too much became the mirror. held up every morning. The mirror is changing now. The reflection is expanding into something true. I am done being small. I am the woman who fills the frame. I am the presence that the room has been quietly waiting to contain. I take up space, divine, deliberate space. Not loudly but completely, not forcefully but permanently. I am done being small. I am the full version. I am the original. I am here. Say it with me. Not out loud if you can't, but in your body, in your cells, in the 5TTA that is moving through you. Say, I am done being small. Feel what that does. Feel what happens in your chest when you stop compressing. Feel what happens in your shoulders when you stop curving. Feel what happens in your voice when you stop pre-editing. That feeling, that expansion, that warmth is not pride. It is not arrogance. It is homecoming. You are coming home to the size you were always supposed to be. Welcome back. Welcome back. The 40 Torito is grounding this now, making it permanent, making it not just a frequency I felt once, but a frequency I live inside. I am rooting this expansion into the earth, into my bones, into my daily breath, into the way I walk into rooms, into the way I speak my name, into the way I take my seat at every table I was always meant to be at. I am done